Hey folks, so I'm just doing a little bit of a video here for you tonight. I want you guys to get a little sense of what I'm thinking of for this coming market day. And again, I'm just standing out here on my balcony overlooking the beach on my beachfront condo. And again, this is the way to live, and I hope each and every one of you learns the PPT methodology to the point where, you just buy as many of these as you want. You buy whatever cars you want. You pay for anything you ever had an inkling in life. You give back. I think giving back is so important. Charities and everything, which I always try to do. But bottom line is, as we get into this coming week, it's going to be a short week. Today being Monday, the markets were closed. Futures were open, and during the president's inauguration for his second term, they did float up. None of us should be surprised at that, frankly. So again, we saw a little bit of upside, which insinuates a little bit of upside tomorrow, at least initially. I do think tomorrow would be very, very light volume, so just be prepared for that. Okay, we always talk about the day after a holiday being a holiday hangover effect. Tomorrow should be much the same, especially before the earnings from IBM and Apple. Apple's the big one. I mean, that's what everyone's going to be waiting for. That's what I anticipate the market looking towards all day long, and therefore I think a lot of action will be kind of on the quiet side. I anticipate tomorrow being a neutral to upside day. Very simple. President re-upped for his second term. That should give the markets a little bit of a push, and we'll go from there. The one thing I just want to cover, there's a couple things I actually want to cover before I say goodbye to you guys for the evening. But bottom line is, understand the scam of options. I wrote an article this weekend on options and the scam of Options X and how the institutions scam the little investor. Please understand how it runs. I'll explain it briefly. But basically, you have options being sold primarily to the small investor. Why? Well, especially on Apple. Apple is an expensive stock. Most retail investors can't afford to buy 100 shares, let alone 1,000. So they're going to play it in option form. That's the one way they can put less money at risk and get a nice bang for their buck if they're right. The problem is the institutions are the ones selling it to you. Okay, the institutions are selling you these options, and what happens is they're selling you these options at a premium. Now, as long as that option expires at its strike price, you lose, you get no money for your money invested, and they get the whole entire premium as pure profit. It goes right to their bottom line. Well, guess what? When you're dealing with a stock like Apple, which has tons of small investors playing the options, the institutions are going to make sure that expires basically worthless. What they do is they have computer programs and technicians that analyze all the options that they've sold and figures out where they maximize their profit. It should not be a big surprise that most average investors bought strike prices of $500. It's an even number. You're drawn to it naturally. Calls will make money above 500, and puts will make money if the stock price falls below 500. The institutions know this. What they do, what they simply do, is have enough money to drive that stock price to that strike price, and again, have it expire worthless. The small investor gets screwed. No surprise there. They always get screwed because they don't know any better, unfortunately, and the games are being played. And the institution took the entire profit. Know these games, guys. These are games played by the institutions. You got to understand how this goes. All right, I didn't get in this beachfront condo by being an idiot. You got to know these rules, and I'm here to tell you every inkling. My PPT methodology, I will teach it to each and every one of you. My goal is to make you guys into independent, wealthy investors. That's what it is. Stop being bullied by the institutions. Start profiting and taking your money back. All right, that's what I'm so proud of, to be honest, is that at this stage of the game, I'm now teaching our members here at InTheMoneyStocks.com how to actually fight back, how to take back what was taken from them in the tech bubble collapse, in the real estate financial collapse. So many people lost their retirement funds. You can take it back. You learn the discipline. You learn the PPT methodology, which stands for price, pattern, and time. You know that, you analyze, you're disciplined, you make money. That's simple. Don't ever get bullied by the institutions. Know these option scams. Know how the markets are traded. Know that the institution has more money than you. Therefore, you need to be smarter than the institution and more disciplined. If you are, you make money. That's simple. All right, guys. I got the No Hype Live broadcast inside the Research Center tonight. I'll be doing that for our members here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Again, markets probably are flat to positive tomorrow. Apple earnings after the bell. That'll be the big one. That's going to be fun to watch. I am not betting either way on Apple. I will not hold Apple into the earnings report. That's a fool's bet. Institutions want you to do that as well. Don't do it. Wait until the dust settles. Anytime you're taking a risk, all right, meaning that you're going to a casino, you're doing something stupid. Remember that. You only take chart setups that are primarily estimated to be an 80 to 90% success rate. That's what we have here. And if you do that, you will continue to succeed. Will you win every single time? No. But you know where to cut your losses, and you continue to just hammer out profits at an 80 to 90% clip. No institutions are doing this. All right, and again, investors that are dedicated to learning this, they'll do it. And they'll be winners for the rest of their life. They'll profit exponentially. All right, guys, from In the Money Stocks, right here at the beach, I bid you all farewell. Have a great night. I will talk to you soon.